Hi, Ellen. I wanted to start by saying how much I really liked your setup. You guys sitting in chairs opposite from each other. It felt like something I would watch off a TV show of an actual, office. So the setup was awesome. I don't know if the woman you chose was just making up a story, it's like an acting, or she was really going through all that she was, but she played her part as well as you did. So awesome. I could really connect to y'all's counseling session. I could visualize my mom in her place and me in yours. So I feel like I really got some tips on maybe how I could possibly talk to my mom. I say that because my mom is taking care of my dad that has stage 4 lung cancer. He just completed whole brain radiation, and she's also on top of that taking care of my sister's 3 children that she has abandoned: 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 5-year-old. So oftentimes my mom she's a caregiver and she has so much on her plate. So I felt like I was listening to my mom. And I loved watching you visit with this woman. I loved how you were so patient with her and you had an open ear the entire time. I love at the end she told you that after talking to you, she felt better than she did when she walked in. So with that, you helped her. And I know that it is so hard not to give advice. In my video, I was sitting there thinking like, oh my gosh, am I giving advice? I know that we're not supposed to. So I want you to know that you're not alone in that situation where you, at the end where you said, I'm not supposed to be giving advice, but I think it's kind of in our nature where we want to help. I at that point, I don't feel like you were giving any negative advice. All the things that you were giving I felt like would help somebody. The journaling, staying active, trying to put your phone away, because I know that those are important things that people could benefit from when they have so much stress on their plate. I also loved how I believe it was in the middle of it, you reviewed all the things that she's been trying that have been successful. So I felt like you were focusing on the positives and not the negatives, which was really awesome. You told her, you're taking small breaks, gardening, that sort of thing. I really liked how you were focusing on the positives. I also felt like you did really, really well with not using any serial questions. I know when I did my video, I was constantly worried that I was asking serial questions, but I feel like you did not. I feel like every question that you asked was very positive and not like you were attacking or criticizing any of her strategies she's been using, or I feel like you left judgment off the table. And I know she had stated within your video that she talks to her sisters and she has a friend where she can communicate with that is not non-judgmental, and I think that she felt that way with you. I got a very warm and loving feeling from the way that you were talking with her, and that is so awesome because in our guide or our counseling, I know that is probably one of the most important things, is to make people feel welcomed, and I feel like you did a very, very good job at that. And stemming back to the serial questions, and stating that I don't feel like you used any serial questions. I liked your questioning. I liked how you asked about the gym, and physical activity. I feel like you were pointing to more positive things, and the questions you were asking were, have you ever thought about journaling? Those kind of questions were, suggestions, but they were not like you were critiquing her life. And I think that she cued into that quickly and felt comfortable. And what she was able to vent. And I have noticed a lot of the times it seems like just being an open ear seems to really help people with problems going on. And I think you did a fantastic job at just listening to her and letting her tell you all that was going on in her life, because it sounded like she has a bunch, and you did an awesome job at, hearing her out. Thanks.